being here today. I am doing a series called Beau Rhapsody here on the channel. It consists of live streams. It consists of vlogs, content, all that good stuff. So that's where we are. But right now, my allergies are going. I'm hot. You know, like when your allergies go, you just be hot. Like that's how I am. And I've just sorted clothes, which this is one thing I do absolutely hate about my house because my washroom is literally right here, right? My front door is here. So when I'm sorting clothes, honey, right? This is where I literally will sort them. So yeah, that kind of sucks. But anyways, so what we're about to do is wash some clothes. Typically, because it's the summer months and it's super hot here in Texas, I try to do this at nighttime. Um, but I need to go ahead and wash. Plus, it's just gonna kind of help me like this morning because baby, we got to talk, okay? Um, yeah, we got to talk. So I don't come and portray to be an expert of any type, but what I will tell y'all is this: being a parent, you are consistently learning. Consistently, good morning, Shelly. You are consistently learning, right? And I can't tell nobody how to parent. All three of my children have different personalities, good kids, but still very, very impressionable. I don't think. You have some adults that are impressionable, and you know, y'all can beg to differ or whatever, but I mean, let's take for an example with social media. Grown ass people see shit on social media and feel pressured or manipulated in trying to keep up with certain things or do certain things. Like that's where you get this whole everybody trying to act like they rich and I live like this. Y'all, that's not reality. At the end of the day, you know, people that are well off, you don't hear them talking about what they have, what they do. You know, it's okay to share and say like, hey, I bought this and da 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 da. But you know, it's just this energy that's going around on social media with stuff like that. And I never was one to really get into it because when I see it, I automatically be like, I don't know if it's because I was raised by my grandparents, which are my parents, right? But um, it's just very different for me. When I see stuff like that, I just be like, Lord, bless them, help them, increase them. Um, really show them what having wealth is because wealth is not always freaking financial, right? But I'm saying all of this to say, um, I believe even into adulthood, um, some of us are influenced or pressured or, you know, lose sight of ourselves. So I had to have a talk with one of my daughters this morning and let her know, like, baby, you have the biggest personality. You've always had a huge personality. Like people, since you were little, you know, ask about you and you know things like this. But that also comes with a thing of people that feel like they can't aspire to be like where you are or do what it is that you do will try to take you down, will try to make you because like the truth is there are people like trying to encourage her not to just not to do things that would be in her well-being and stuff like this. That's how I'm gonna say it without saying too much because at the end of the day this is still my child, and although I am talking about it and doing stuff, I'm talking about it in an aspect of a parent. Now, she didn't do anything just horrible or nothing like that. You know, we're not talking about no sexual acts or a crime or anything. We're talking about being influenced, right? And so, I think sometimes as parents, especially for me, I always tell y'all here on the channel, I have four parents. I had my mother and my father who lived in a different household. And then I lived in the household with my grandparents who were my mother and my father. So I had two mamas, had two daddies. And this is the thing. In my grandparents' household, you it was a lot. Like you couldn't talk on the phone, you couldn't go out, you couldn't do a lot of things. And I don't want to say like you couldn't. Like I was able to talk on the phone and stuff, but you wasn't about to be on the phone gossiping. You wasn't about to be on, and maybe that's why I'm not like that to this day. That's why I don't really get involved in mess and gossip and shit like that. I'm like everybody else. I like to hit a T, but I don't get into it in a. You'll never hear nothing like, oh, Raven was being messy, Beau Raven was doing this, or you'll just never hear that because that's not really my personality, right? And I was never one to hang with. I don't want to say a lot of females because I don't like when women be like, I don't have female friends. I have friends that are male and I have friends that are female. I have friends that do shit that I would never do. You know, like I got friends that's hoes. I got friends that do drugs. I got, that doesn't necessarily mean that I have to do. A lot of those people that are my friends that are doing the things that I'm telling y'all have attached themselves to me because for them, I encourage them, I uplift them, I pray for them, I do, so like I don't want to say the friendship is one-sided because I can get a good laugh with them, a good hee-hee with them, but it's a limitation on that. So what I was trying to explain to my child was that you can be in different friend circles. You can have different friend groups, but you need to understand your friends. You always need to be praying and having supplication because prayer and fasting, prayer and supplication, prayer and faith, that all goes hand in hand in hand. So when you see one of them doing one thing, you be the voice of reason. Now, I'm not telling you go out there and be nobody mama. I'm not telling you you can make other grown people do what it is to do, but you need to understand that there is a system in place. I'm not telling you that you're better than anybody. I'm not telling you anything like that. But what I am telling you, you said, oh, thank you, Spidey. But what I am telling you is know who you are because who you are should never waver. It shouldn't waver if you're in front of this friend group, that friend group. You should be the same person no matter what room you walk into, right? And you have to make decisions because mommy won't always be there. Now, mommy, I am a different type of mama. If my children call me because something is going on, I'm going to come. I'm not going to be the parent that's going to come and fuss. Even though I may want to get to fussing, I'm more of a talkative parent. I'm going to sit down and you're going to talk to me and I'm going to talk to you and I'm going to listen because I really want to understand why you made this choice or why you're in this decision or stuff like that. And I think, I've seen a lot of different things. And I guess from being between four parents, like my mom is a young mom. My mom had me very, very young. And then you got my grandparents, right? So that's two totally different. You talking about people that was born in the 1920s and people was born in the 1960s, right? So two totally different upbringings. I was able to see two totally different generations parent. And I took a little from all four of them, but it's a lot of me in how I parent. And some people may not agree. Some people may agree. Some people may disagree, and that's fine. But I know for me, I have my times when I fuss. I have my times when I talk. I never was a big spanker, and I'm going to tell you why. Because I felt like a lot of times I wasn't spanked for real in the home with my grandparents. I was talked to, I was explained to, things like this. If it was something, like you something bad, like for me, something bad was like the time when I changed the window unit and I turned it up and then it had got ice all on it and I lied about it. It wasn't the fact that I did it after not being told to do it. I was hot and I was in the house with old people. The window unit was in my room. I turned it up and I would turn it down by the morning when they would get up thinking I was being slick, right? But when it malfunctioned, I want y'all to catch the lesson in it. When it malfunctioned and it caused it to have literally ice on the inside of the unit and the outside of the unit, and they came in and basically was like, hey, we see it on this. And I lied, right? Because out of fear, I was scared. So I lied because I didn't want to get in trouble. That's where I got in trouble. And I was so scared. My grandfather, he never whipped me. My daddy, he never whipped me. But I had to be like third, fourth grade. I was so afraid because of him just talking to me. I peed myself, right? So it wasn't that I was afraid of him. it was just like, oh my God, like I don't know how to explain it. Like I disappointed him, I this, I that, and then it was the nervousness. Like he never fusses at me. He never like, let me just tell the truth. Like I've never was a child that would like to lie, right? I always like even to this day, I'm gonna tell you the truth. Like now I've learned to do that tactfully because for the longest, baby, I used to I would just say the truth, right? And it didn't matter how the delivery in it. It didn't matter. But with age came me learning my delivery because in my 20s, baby, I was ruthless. I just tell you what I had to tell you, and that was that. But now at 41, I know to have a sense of tact about myself, a sense of couth about myself, and that delivery is very much important because I can tell you the truth multiple ways and it can affect you multiple ways. So, my thing is not to tell you and tear you down. My thing is to tell you and, and we go from there. So, although it's a family thing, I wanted to come live this morning. I know I'm doing Beau Rhapsody and everything like that, but I wanted to come live because I just wanted to say, like if you have teenage kids, if you have young kids, and you're trying to get through, because do understand you got to parent them all differently, which I think we all can agree to that. But I guess for me, if you see one method is not working, like whatever your go-to is, because a lot of times our go-to is the way we were raised. Like if I would go to my mom and them house, baby, she was gonna spank, right? She was gonna spank, she was gonna curse, she was gonna do all of that. I had, like I said, I had a young mama, not a bad mama. She just shit, I don't know. I guess, when you're that young and you got kids by a certain age and you married and everything, that's just a different stressor in life, right? So you still learning yourself. You still really a baby yourself because by the time my mom was 20, she done had me, my sister, and my brother, and she was married, right? So that's that. Like being young and growing up, you don't really probably understand, but I don't know because like being the oldest out of the three of us, I always understood. Like I would see stuff and I always gave grace because I'd be like, Dag, okay, if I don't know why I used to think like this as a child, but I used to be like, Dag, okay, if I was this age, would I want to be doing this, or that, and that, But at the same time, I was still a child. So I would get in trouble for asking questions. I would get popped in the mouth, honey. I like, shit. Y'all, it's warm in my house this morning. But it is hot outside. Like, it is hot already outside. But it's warm in here, and there's nothing wrong with my my units. I have 2 units in my house, but it is hot. So I have the fans going in the house too. I'm sorry that I'm moving y'all around. I know. I'm trying to, because baby, I'll get to talking and forget what I'm doing. So it's just a not forget, but I'll get caught up in the conversation because the conversation is juicy. It's just the fact of it's a difference. So basically this morning, like so last night, her and her little friends or whatever, this morning I like to put a little bit of this, especially in like your white clothes and stuff too. It just make them pop a little bit more white. I'm hoping I got laundry detergent in here because let me tell you, everybody be gravitating to the damn laundry detergent and the stuff, and then when I come to wash, it ain't nothing in there. You know what I'm saying? That just pisses you off. But this morning I had to sit and talk with her. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go get washing powder. This is not gonna be enough. I always say washing powder because growing up we used washing powder. It wasn't detergent, right? Look at that. I'm out of the. Well, I got these little free packs, but I'm pretty much out of my stuff. So I had to sit and talk with her this morning and just kind of remind her, the difference, because I think it's summertime. It's easy for your kids to get, caught up in shit. I always tell mine, I trust you until you give me a reason not to trust you. And once you give me a reason not to trust you on the situation, then mommy has to take a different approach. So she's not in trouble. She's not. It's definitely gonna be a learning experience for her. But I did have to sit and talk with her and just remind her this morning, And it was so funny. I almost kind of felt like my grandfather, because he used to tell me all the time, like, remember your name, remember who you are, remember whose you are. As an aspect to I belong to God. Remember your name. Like you don't have to do what everybody else do. Stuff like this. Just wait a minute. Yeah, but oh yeah, this is the fabric conditioner. Okay, I was gonna say, wait a minute, am I putting in detergent? Or it smells so good. Um. So yeah, y'all, that's what I wanted to say. If you one, let's keep in mind that it's summer, so we have to keep our kids active and stuff, and that's something that I always struggle with in the summer because I think a lot of people feel like that means you have to go somewhere every day or you have to do something every day, but that's not necessarily true. You can enroll your kids in summer camps. You can, spend time out of the day with your kids. Just get, like with Sydney, oh my God, I have to get Sydney out the room every day. And it is literally, it is a task, right? It is a task because we're all homebodies. So it's easy to just want to be in the house. But I feel like if I ain't seen you by a certain point in the day, you need to come downstairs, spend time with mommy. Let's come downstairs. Let's do something. My thing is not like you need to be doing a chore. You need to yeah, do your chores, do those things, but let's have some interaction too. Let's sit down. Let's have some family time. We can play games. We can do all kind of things because I don't want everybody feeling like if you don't have the money to do all of that, don't feel bad as a parent that you don't have the money to go and take your kid out to eat today and take your kid to this arcade the next day or take your thing. There's a lot of different things you can do. Now, we kind of nerds. We love going to the bookstore. We love going to the library. We like going work out. We like going. So for the most part, we're active and we're out of the house. Sydney, on the other hand, she don't like to work out. She's kind of just like she a technology baby. She want to watch Spider-Man and she want to watch her little anime shows and all this stuff like this. And that's fine. But baby, I'm going to need you to pull away from that iPad. I'm going to need you to pull away from that TV and that PlayStation. And I'm going to need you to come down here and do something. So I try to play on her assets. I know she likes to bake stuff. So, I find a way to challenge her like, oh, why don't you find, now, although I cook and I have tons of recipes, why don't you go find one of your little TikTok recipes you want to try today, bring it to mommy and let's try it. These are ways to keep them engaged and keep them doing stuff that they like doing and that, will cause family time where you're actually interactive. I'm not talking about me and you come and sit down and watch a TV show together. I'm talking about where we're actually talking. I can hear you, you can hear me, and we are spending. I did not flatten out this wig this morning, y'all, but it's okay. Stuff like that. So I don't know. You just have to find the way, right? You have to find the way. If you know your child is a homebody, then you're not going to really get them out of the house for real. And then you're going to turn into where it's becoming like a tug of war. And then that's going to completely set a tone of they don't want to fuck with you and you irritated, right? So you have to play on the things that you know, if that makes sense, right? It's kind of easier when they're much younger. Like when my girls were all under the age of 10, it was easier to kind of get them, come on, we can all go here today. We're going to all go there today and blah, blah, blah. But now I'm talking about teenagers. Baby, you lucky if I can get all three of y'all in the same place at the same time. These children don't even want to sit in the car on the back row together. They act like it's no space in this big ass back row seat. Like it can fit four if you want to squish somebody, but it can fit three comfortably, right? So all of a sudden now it's like one got to be in the front, two got to be in the back, and if you put somebody else in the back, it's an issue. We at those ages. We at the age where everybody want to basically okay, yeah, we all come together and we doing whatever, but mommy, can I go eat over here? Mommy, I hate for people to eat in the bedroom. I was just being raised by my grandparents. You don't eat in the bedroom. You don't sit on your bed spread. It's just certain things you don't do. I'm not an old woman, but I have an old soul. It's a fly. I hate a fly being in the house. It's a goddamn fly in the house. I'm sorry, y'all. I shouldn't say hate. Lord, I shouldn't say hate. But I don't. I'm not a fly person, and they just typically come all in the house, and people out on TikTok line talking about put pine sol down and all this. Baby, I done went through so many bottles of pine sol. That shit don't work. All they do is you know what? because I have like the stone things and stuff, and it kind of like faded some of my stone outside. But it is what it is. We going to water our plants right now in the backyard. I bet you my back patio. And y'all, when I have to wash, it just be looking like I'm so serious. It just look. It look like the house is so out of order. Those are bedspreads, right? So that's why that pile is so big. It's like everybody's bedspread. Because I'm one of them people, I like to change out. Oh, Lord, I done left Harper in August out there all the time. And it's hot. I have to change out the bedspreads and stuff per the seasons. If it's summertime, you don't need something as heavy, right? You don't need a big-ass duvet cover. Mommy coming outside. I need to bring my ladder back in the house before it rusts, because this ain't a cheap ladder. And I had it out here because when it held, my pergola got a hole up there. Let me show y'all, if I can show y'all. Right, that's from the hailstorm. So I'm gonna get some of that like that foam that they use for plumbers and stuff like that. I'm gonna get some of that, and I'm gonna put it in there. Now my backyard needs to be cut. See it? And I had started cutting it, but my this right here, that's why I got it tucked over here, because I got to order another piece. Now I tried to do what my daddy told me to nigga rig it, right? I put this on here and did all of that. I shouldn't say nigga rigged it on YouTube, huh? That's probably wrong. That's all I can say. I put that on there and did that, and so I don't. It still. It did exactly what I thought it was gonna do. It made the line too tight, and then my line snapped all the way around. So I just got to get another brake cable, buy it, and put it on. And then I can finish the backyard. I'm turning on the water hose, but y'all want to get in the water hose. I'm turning it on so mommy can do my flowers back here. Y'all thirsty? It is. It's humid out here. I wonder if it's gonna rain today. Baby, my chickens are being real quiet. I wonder if they done went ahead and laid their eggs for this morning. This little dog crate, I bought that when I had to put the second rooster, when I was getting ready to, make him dinner. Oh, watch out, Audrey, because I don't want you wet and coming in the house. Mommy just out here to water my plants. Y'all, I'll get them chewed up my water hose so much. It's ridiculous. There's a knot in it somewhere. There you go. Get out of mommy's flowers, sir. I feel like it's gonna rain today. Get out of it. Get out of it. Baby, he loved to play in the water. My boyfriend likes to be in the water and stuff too. So look at him. Get your ass out of there. Crazy ass. He like going to the lake. Now I grew up by the water and all of that stuff too, but baby, I ain't got to be at the water every day. I think because as a child I did it every day. I just be over it. I don't be wanting to do it like every day, all the time. If it wasn't so humid, I would come sit out here. Hold on, y'all. Because it bothers me that my little curtains be going back and forth, back and forth. I knew it was only a matter of time before Mr. Roos started with his noise. I don't know why they slide. Yeah. Baby, I feel like, see, I have unlevel ground back here, so it be trying to tump over. It's not that bad. I could come sit out here and edit, and I need to call the electrician so they can go, because we had a real bad storm. And so this is the thing about paying insurance on your house. $16,000 in insurance a year is literally what I pay for my home. Okay, that's for full coverage on my home. This is no lie. Okay, normally I don't disclose numbers and stuff like that, but and I ain't saying 1,600, $16,000. That was the cheapest quote for my home this size, right? So when I be seeing people talking about they want to buy a home or they trying to do this and all that, I'd be like, baby, the first thing I look at, the first two things I look at when purchasing a home, and I've always been this way. When I bought my first home in Beaumont, and now having my house here in the Dallas area, first thing I look at is, I'm trying to turn y'all to where y'all can see without my phone falling on this slab out here. Is the school district, and then I look at property taxes. School district and property taxes. If it's a nice school district that's, a good thing, I'm gonna want to stay in that area. Sadly, the houses are just going to be much nicer, and that's the truth. And secondly, I look at the property taxes, because at the end of the day, like, we gotta pay them. So it is what it is. You gotta pay your property taxes, and if you don't have a mortgage, you have to pay them. You pay them both ways, but if you have a mortgage, it's being incorporated into your monthly mortgage fee. If you don't have a mortgage, you're gonna pay it in one lump sum at the end of the year. So, yeah, child, that's the two things I look at. And ooh, it feel good right here. That's the two things. And to think, I was thinking about changing this ceiling fan, because we don't ever turn it on. I was gonna change it out and put like some different type of lighting there. Baby, I'm so glad I didn't. Because in the house, how many ceiling fans I have? I have this one here. The Christmas tree is still up. Them children ain't took it down. I ain't playing. I'm not taking it down. And this one here, I think Tony has one in her room, so that makes 3. And I have one in my room, that makes 4. I may go in the movie room today. If I get a chance to go up there, that's where I'm gonna go. But yeah, I hope y'all are having a great Wednesday. We missed trash day, honey. We missed trash day. I slept on the sofa last night with my baby, because I put her on that sofa and I slept on this sofa. And she's supposed to be going to a Bryson Tiller concert tonight. So she bought this yesterday from what is the daggone place? Rainbow. And so she needs me to untangle it, because it accidentally got tangled. So, child, I'm sitting here trying to do it. I'm gonna do my press-ons today. These are my favorite press-ons to wear. I just think they are so natural and so cute. And I don't know what it is, y'all. I'm so serious. I love the convenience of going and get my nails done, because they last about a month before I have to, refill them and do everything. But it's so, and I know that as a cosmetologist, it's so harsh on your nails, all that drilling and filing and stuff like that. Do you? Tracy, I swear, like, these Barely Bare, baby, they are so pretty. They are so pretty, because they are like the perfect nude. Like, to the point, when I've gone to get my nails done at the nail salon, I will bring one of these and try to match the color, and they don't never have the color. But I started getting into like the transparent nail. Oh, dang, I can't show y'all. I don't even think you can share a screen. Oh, let's see. Am I still muted? I don't know. Thank you, Tracy. I was saying, basically, I used to try all kind of colors and stuff. Not nothing ghetto, not nothing crazy, but I would try more colors and stuff when I was in my 20s, and more designs, much longer nails. When I got to like my early 30s, I was doing more like coffin and square type nails, maybe square, because late 30s was more like my coffin stage. But I started getting into more like just liking, like, if I got like added things on there, like crystals or like little jewels and stuff, I wanted them kind of like more natural looking. if that makes sense. So I started getting into a lot of that. Now, baby, at 41, baby, just give me a clean, classic nail. Give me an almond shaped nail. That's that on that, and that's what I like. So that, you know, that's pretty much my nail shape now. It's gonna be almond, and it's gonna always be some, I don't want to say a nude nail, but I just like stuff that's really dainty and classy, and that's just how I like my hands to look. On my toes, I never ever ever would do white toes, but I now do white toes. Usually, I used to just get a simple like American manicure, not the French, not the pink with the white, because sometimes they be fucking over us dark skinned girls with that. They put that dark, deep pink, and then the white, and then it just it no. Which my nail beds is not that deep of a pink, so don't do me like that. Uh, y'all know I really don't have no sense. I'm just serious because a lot of times I'll be like, is it because I'm a cosmetologist that I know these things? Because I like, sometimes I feel bad for the girls that go in to get stuff and they feel like they got to sit there and get it. And then after it's done, they be like, I don't like that. No, I stop you in the process because I feel like this. If I'm going to come to you for a service that I know I can do myself and I'm paying you for it, that means I'm just paying you for the pampering or the convenience of it. So and I'm not going to give you my money and be forced to wear something I don't like and then have to go somewhere else and read. Like, no, 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 no. That's why I typically, when I go to people, I try to give them the chance and I go to them so that they can learn me. Now, when I walk in, my nail lady, she already know what I like. She already knows that I'm not going to want to, like, I hate when you go to a nail place and they trying to just sell you on shit so that they can, you know, make a profit. Oh, this is what's popular. This, like, baby, I went in one time and they talked me into blue nails. Now, my undertones are warm, so blue is a cool color. Right there, we already clashing, and although my favorite color is blue, my birthstone sapphire, baby, we already clashing. So I was like, okay, we're gonna have to do open space and all of that. And they did them, and it was cute, but it just wasn't my thing. So, you know, just don't be feeling pressured. Same thing when you go get your hair done at the hair salons. Like, ask questions. If you with a stylist and she mad because you asking questions, or she's mad because, you know, you wanted a certain particular way and she's not willing to try to grow and accommodate to you, and vice versa, baby, get up out the fucking chair and leave. Okay, friend? All right, cousin? All right, Bode? Leave. So on that note, y'all, it's about 12. I intermittent fast every day. It's just part of my lifestyle. I go 12 to 7 every day. 7 is typically my cutoff. Now, the man that baby, he be on this, come on, baby, let's eat. Come on, baby, let's eat. Let's eat. He like to eat real late. Sir, I feel like when she was on, what's that show? A Little Man. And they were like, sir. And he kept playing the music. Sir. I'd like, that's how I be having to do his ass. Like, sir, I am not about to eat with you at 11 and 12 o'clock at night. I'm not. But it's my time to eat, so my tummy is hungry. And I got to go clean my kitchen and finish putting stuff in order. And I'm going to try to actually get a video up maybe today. If it's not today, for sure y'all gonna have one for Friday, but I'm trying to do some in between videos and stuff too. So with that being said, thank y'all for being a part of Beau Rhapsody. That's my series here in June. Thank you for being on the live stream today. If you watch the playback, I appreciate you very much. Make sure to comment down below so that I know that you're here. And most importantly, y'all, if you feel the need, share the channel. If you like the content, share the channel. Tell other people about me. Word of mouth is always the biggest supporter, right? If you want to like and all that, that's fine. But for me, it would just, you know, be more subscribers so we can really grow the family and go from there. All right? Thank y'all. Love y'all. Talk to y'all. And enjoy your lunch break, boo. Go get you something good to eat because it's Wednesday. And I know they might be on your nerves. Go get you something good to eat.